Let's take a look at the Garnacha rosé from Bodegas Verum. Now, Bodegas Verum is one of the best known wineries down in La Mancha. La Mancha, of course, is an area famous for making huge amounts of wine. It's the largest grape growing area, wine producing area in the world, in fact. Huge number of Spain's 1 million hectares of vines are down in La Mancha. But the Verum project is a pretty small, quite boutique operation. It's owned and run by the Lopez Montero family and Elias Lopez Montero, who's the chief winemaker down there. It's one of Spain's most respected winemakers. If you've been with us for a while, if you've been buying wines from Simply Spanish Wine, you've probably had their delicious Las Tinadas white wine. We sell various wines from Verum, and this is their beautifully made rosé from the Garnacha grape. Now, rosés can be made in various different ways. In this case, for the Verum rosé, it's made using a very short maceration. So in other words, when the grapes come into the vineyard, the grapes have been harvested manually and at night to make sure that the temperatures are nice and cool and the fruit doesn't go off. It comes into the winery in optimum condition, and then it gets gently pressed, and the must that comes out of the grapes then sits on the skins at a relatively cool temperature for about 16 hours before it goes into stainless steel tanks to be fermented. And what does that do? Well, that means that a lot of the colour gets extracted from the skin of the grape. Remember, the colour in a wine is coming from the dark skin on the outside of the grape, and that's what short maceration does. It's got a lovely aroma of fresh strawberry, a little bit of rose petal in there too. Nice and light on the palate. This is just 12.5% alcohol, which is good for a wine that's coming from relatively southern latitude. Very refreshing. You're getting some of that strawberry, a little bit of raspberry, perhaps a little bit of menthol perhaps in there, a little bit of aniseed maybe as well on there. Sort of herbal properties, which is lovely. Yeah. That's a delicious rosé, unpretentious, easy to drink, kind of glue wine, as the French might say. You want to pour more and more and more. Certainly benefits from being stuck in the fridge. Obviously, like most rosés, they're designed to be drunk chilled. And if you're sticking it on ice, remember, don't just put it in a bucket with ice cubes. Put some water in there as well, so that the ice cubes cool down the water, and that really helps cool the bottle much more effectively than just ice cubes by itself. There we are, the Verum Rosado, made from 100% Garnacha grapes. This is the 2022 vintage from Bodegas Verum in La Mancha. And this is on sale right now on the Simply Spanish Wine website. Grab a bottle while it lasts. See you soon.